Hi guys, welcome to practice. This week we are on practice 6 and it's called Mindfulness of Sounds, coming from my book 100 Mindfulness Meditations. If you want to follow along at home, it's available on Amazon, so check it out. So Mindfulness of Sounds, I start off with this quote in the book by Rumi, who says, "Let go of your mind and then be mindful. Close your ears and listen." And what Rumi is pointing to there is our ability as a human being to tune in not just to the external sounds, but to tune into our internal reality, to actually turn our hearing, our senses inward, and to drop in on those senses and notice what's arising for us from moment to moment. So in our practice, we're going to play with that lightly today. We're going to start off by taking a sound in whatever environment you found yourself in today as the object of awareness and exploring it. The great thing about sounds is that they exist in present moment reality, just like the breath and the body, which means that we can follow them. We can notice how they come into manifestation and then abide back into wherever they go, into silence. So that's what we're going to be doing today, really exploring a sound. So if we're listening to the hum of an electric piece of equipment, listening as if it's the first time you've heard it and really exploring that sound. If it's bird song, as if you'd never heard a bird sing before. If it's the sound of people chatting, same thing. Trying to find what's unique. What is it about that experience or that sound that you hadn't noticed before? And again, the reason we do this is that we're using these different objects of attention to increase our focus, our attention, our awareness, and our presence. So if you're ready, we're going to find a comfortable position. And if it's appropriate for you, just allowing the gaze to soften, the eyes to close. And if not, it's fine to keep your eyes open. And just taking that first delicious breath into the body consciously. Giving yourself these first few minutes of practice just to arrive, just to drop in. Such a great phrase for describing what we're doing here, this idea of dropping in, dropping into practice, gathering ourselves, bringing our awareness, our appreciation, our capacity to observe and witness, bringing them all into this moment, just allowing them to just circle around you, into your attention, into your intention. And as the breath drops into the body, noticing the physical body, noticing that every single step of your life has brought you to this point in time and space right now. And knowing that you're in exactly the right place, that you knew where you were going. And so as we drop in, we ride the inhale and exhale into our practice, letting our experience be exactly as it is, letting the breath be exactly as it is. And just opening to a space where we can just be with ourselves, to accompany ourselves, initially without any real direction or focus, but just noticing, here I am, here I've landed. And just breathing into the stillness that arises when we stop. And from here, when you're ready, just allowing yourself to notice one sound. And just choosing one from your environment and settling on it. Maybe there's a lot of noise around you, but just choosing one particular sound. And really listening to it. Listening to it as if for the very first time. Part of our automatic pilot way of navigating the world is that we tune things out which are ordinary or known or non-threatening. But in this practice, we're just going to tune in very specifically to a sound that's maybe been there all day or all the time you've been on the tube or the train or in your office or in the living room at home or the kitchen. And tune into it and notice something new about it. Does the sound come and go, or is it consistent? Does it have a tone or a range of tones? If you could imagine this sound as a shape, what shape would it be? And if it makes sense to visualize it, do so. And if not, then don't. And if this sound had a color, what color would the sound be? So keeping with the same sound, seeing if we can notice something new again about the sound. Listen closely. And then in your own time, just allowing the focus on the sound to go and coming back to the breath in the body. Breath in the body. We breathe breath into the body. And just noticing now as we go into a wider focus of awareness, any sensations, images, feelings, or thoughts that are arising. And in your own time, opening your eyes. Thanks for joining me in practice. See you next week.